Hello, everyone. Karen Glasser here, and welcome to Minding Your Mental Health. I'm here with my co host and son, Rob Glasser. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning or afternoon.
I think it's afternoon, actually. Um, so, on Minding Your Mental Health, we talk about the topics that shape mental health today. We teach the importance of inclusion and share why we should be kind. So, whether you're here live or on replay, doesn't matter. We love you. Make sure you let us know where you're tuning in from. So, today, even though I'm talking really, really fast, the show is all about going slow. So, Rob, what are we talking about this
I'm awake, I swear. All right, guys. So a few weeks back, we talked about enjoying the present, and this kind of goes with that form. Something that is very popular on YouTube is called slow living, and it's basically taking every moment of time and using everything to your best advantage or full advantage, I should say. Not taking too much care. Now, that sounds kind of weird and boring, but it kind of has a good backstory as far as slowing down. So, slowing down in terms of clinical words, according to many psychologists, it means just taking enough time away from your schedule. In this particular case, the article I read from says take mini breaks. It doesn't have to be very long. It could be anywhere between 2 and 5 minutes. And this by itself does just as well as your rest periods. So this obviously is not in lieu of getting a good night's sleep or obviously,
Yeah. What are they
pausing.
suggesting? What are they suggesting in that's 2 to 5 minutes?
So there's actually a few things, and I think we're going to kind of see because I know we wrote down some on our script. So let's see what they say and see if it compares with what we talked about and see what they have. So their first example is progressive muscle relaxation. I learned this from my therapist. Not a big fan to begin with. It's basically the tensing and untensing of your muscles from head to foot. You have to be very in the moment and focused. And you know me, I have ADD. Focus is not my friend. But what it does is it helps to relieve any physical stress or
Mhm.
tension that's in your body. This then, in part, should, if done correctly, make you a little happier, a little make you feel
Calmer.
better a little bit, right?
Calmer, yeah.
So this is one you can do, and again, no products involved. It's just you and yourself, and you basically stand, or I guess theoretically sit as well. And each individual, you can either go from foot to head or head to foot, and you just tense and untense as you go. Again, I'm not a fan. I've done it. It kind of hurts more. I might be over tensing, which could be my problem. But I can see how this could be a interesting meditation if you're not into just the regular.
I've done something similar to that, but not the tensing, but more focusing and feeling like the feeling of warmth or whatever as I work my way down from my head all the way to my toes. So you focus on your
Okay, yeah.
and then you focus on your face and you relax your cheeks and you do all that stuff. I think I would
Yes.
probably be like you with the tensing. I probably would overdo it because I'm an overachiever like you are. So I
Now
think
it's,
you don't.
it does feel good in some parts. Like when I do to my hands and my arms, it's sore, but then the feeling subsides and you actually kind of feel good on your arms and legs,
Interesting.
especially when you wake up. It's kind of fun. But yeah, I've heard the way you do it. I think also my therapist told me about that. It's more of a kind of thought process. But again, that's such a vague idea for me. I wouldn't have no idea what I'm looking for necessarily. Number two, however, I think everybody can get into here. And we're going to talk more about this on Thursday as well. Pop on some music. It doesn't have to be something you're necessarily into. I have a select list of songs, some upbeat, some low beat. And those songs just kind of take me away for a minute. I will admit, I love listening to theme songs to my favorite anime back there, which is hilarious, but it makes me feel good, and that's what matters.
Hey,
And the thing is it's not so much what you like, it's that your brain is allowed to kind of run wild and resets itself. So while you're having fun, I didn't actually know this till I read this, you're actually putting a factory reset like you would on your computer
right,
on your brain.
right.
So you're not only enjoying the music, but you're actually kind of letting it recharge and repair for a minute. Kind of cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Um, excuse me. Number three, breath work. So the interesting part on this that I wanted to point out here is they actually have ways to do it depending on what you're feeling. If you're feeling anxious or stressed, you want to actually extend the exhale. And I believe that's probably because you are releasing more. However, if you're feeling tired or you need a boost,
Then,
hold the
yeah,
inhale and
that
then
makes
let
sense.
it out, which
That
I
makes
believe just kind of tricks your brain and gets your blood flowing a little bit too.
right,
And this one I've done many times,
right,
whether on purpose or subconsciously, whether just sitting in front of the meditation video or just sitting in bed or somewhere for a minute and letting
right.
myself
But it's
breathe.
a redirect. It redirects your thought process.
Exactly. And it takes little to no time. I can do my breath work in about 5 minutes or so and under. Again, it's not a race. I'm not saying you have to do it in five
Right,
minutes. But it's just something very easy to do. And it's something that for I, who's not always down for the videos I see, breath work is something that I can pretty much get into no matter what, because it's something you do regularly.
right,
Your
right.
brain and your heart are naturally breathing. Why not let it work a little more as far as your
Agree,
internal, not just for your physical
agree. Yeah,
organs and all that. So that's kind of an interesting one right there. Number
yeah,
four, engage a childhood hobby or find a new one. I kind of like the first part. Engage in a childhood activity. This is one of those things where you just have to go, and obviously, depending on where you live and the equipment you have, will obviously say what you can and cannot do. But for instance,
right.
being in Boy Scouts, I did a lot of hiking, so hiking could be one. I apparently swam, as according to you, so swimming could be one. Not that I don't know, but I was outside collecting rocks and flowers, stuff like that. So whatever it was that you did, or if you really can't think of a good childhood one, then yeah, make one up. Pick a hobby that maybe you've never tried. For instance, I keep telling you when we
Right,
get to a new place, I want to get into gardening. Never gardened before, but it
right,
looks really fun. I see a lot of videos. I see a
right,
lot of stuff. So pick a hobby. My assumption is when they say childhood, it's something to kind of revert yourself to the happy times. But
right,
again, I think in general, just doing a fun activity, childhood or not,
right. Exactly. And I'm
you
doing
know.
what you did. I mean, I planted a garden over the weekend.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you
And
showed me the.
it's amazing because I'm the one who walks around saying I have a brown thumb. Well, apparently I don't. They're still alive. The flowers are growing, and, and I have rosemary.
Congratulations.
But it was very relaxing. I have to tell you, putting my hands into the dirt and what do they say, tilling the soil and putting all this out there and planting it. You feel like you're creating life or extending life, and it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I think you will
Huh,
too.
well, there you go. Other than the ew, I'm touching dirt part, it sounds like a good time. No, I'm just kidding. No, actually, and I saw what you showed me the rosemary and all that stuff. That looked really cool, and I'll be intrigued to see what it looks like when it comes full. And actually, for those who are in winter right now, there are a set of seeds you can actually plant, and by March or April, they bloom. So they're actually supposed to be planted in the
Right,
cold. That
right.
way, they bloom well in the
Bulbs. I
spring.
think they're
So
bulbs, right? I think they're bulbs. You plant
some of
bulbs.
them are bulbs. Yeah, they're flowering, kind of
Right.
stuff like that. So number five, cozy up with a good book. You can ask Krista herself. Probably the easiest thing to do for anybody because you probably have at least one or two lying around. Read a book. You can do what I do. Read a article on something. I'll watch a History Channel show and go, "That's kind of cool." Hop on the computer, hop on my phone, and read an article about whatever it was. Um, Again, I go with the vague. I don't, a lot of people will say, read the motivational book, read the whatever. If that's your forte, sure, go for it. But a lot of people don't like that. So I would just say pick something you like. I like doing the historical research. Other people don't. I'm weird. That's just me. Krista mainly has her fiction. She has her Kindle. We have these
Right.
books. We have the books in
And
her
I do
office as well.
personal development. I have so many personal development
There you
books
go. So
that I don't even remember how to read a fiction book because it's like I'm so used to learning something that I read that when I read fiction, it's like I'm not learning anything here. I'm just hearing a story. So it's interesting. I like nonfiction. I like, as you do, historical research. You like
yeah,
learning.
I mean, I like learning about the history, science stuff. I mean, I like a good fiction too as well. But yeah, you pick up something you want to read. If you're a newspaper person, read the newspaper.
And
Go for it.
Rob, I've heard a lot of people say, well, I don't know, I'm not a good reader. And I say, start slow, do 10 pages, get into it,
Ah, yes, yeah,
right? Do 10 pages. And that's how I actually started reading again because I stopped reading and I started reading again. I start off with, I'm going to do 10 pages. And before I know it, I am deep into it and I am continuing to read. So it's a great habit to discover, I think.
yeah. Number six, put that sniffer to work. Just like music and hearing makes it good, a good smell. One of their actually ideas, and this is kind of weird, I believe orange actually is good for the sinuses, but they say you can actually put an orange in your shower, and the smell from the orange, I wouldn't do that, but the smell from the orange actually relieves a lot of
From the
tension
heat, right? The heat
from
activates
the
the
heat, yeah,
smell.
but
Interesting.
it also gives you a pleasant thought process.
Oh, interesting.
Um, and again, if you've probably heard about it, you peel the orange,
Right,
you juice the orange. It's got a different thing. People do that with apples, with
right.
uh,
Is
whatever
that
it
like
is.
be the orange, feel the orange,
That
smell?
yes, that's weird, but yes, exactly. But yeah, a good smell will put you in the mood. Maybe it's cookies. Maybe it's I don't like the rain, but some people do like that smell. Maybe it's the forest. I mean, find a scent, and funny enough, people bottle everything. So if you can't go out and find it, pick it up at Target because it's probably there in some sort of jar
I
of
like
liquid.
lavender. I'm a lavender girl, and
That
so
was the aromatherapy stuff.
I
Yeah,
use
exactly.
my diffuser, and I have one in here and one in our bedroom, and I have lavender. Lavender is very soothing. But for those of you who don't like lavender, maybe you like the Christmas scent because you want to have Christmas all year long. You can put that in there as well, or
Interesting.
interesting, and it keeps your house smelling nicely. And you're right, it soothes you. The minute I start smelling it, the aroma, I just kind of go ah, and that's what we
Yeah,
need.
it works double. It helps you feel good and it helps you feel good.
Right?
Get it?
Exactly.
And the
Yes.
last one on here for them is move your body. You know me, I exercise at least 3 times a day. The end of the day, we do the cool down exercises, but the beginning of the days, we do our, more intense ones. But again, same thing with the being outdoors, doing the activities, moving your body, exercising, you feel good, you look good, you feel good up here. All that stuff matters together. So
Right.
slowing down, and it's funny because that's not something slow. Usually exercise is pretty fast paced, but it's the after effect. It's the
That
cool
helps you
down.
slow down. Help guys.
Exactly. We
If
stretch every night, same
right,
type of thing.
if you guys are if you're tuning in live right now and you have a comment, want to share with us, go right ahead, put it in the comments. And if you're here on replay, also make sure put it in the comments because we will go back and check and see who's commenting on all of these. And we're talking about learning to slow down today. And I'm laughing because I talk really really fast, and as I'm
As do
saying
I.
learning to slow down, I think I need to learn to slow down.
Apparently. Um, well, I'm looking at the list we have, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, I think most of the stuff they wrote down, we wrote down too. So great minds think alike. Apparently, the only thing that I saw differently was the meditation, but we kind of talked about that as well. Mindfulness goes with that. I don't know. I'm out of ideas on mine. Do you think of
So
anything else that
yeah,
would
actually, I'm going to throw in. Hey, Kathy.
perfect time? Oh, perfect time of the year
Yeah,
to do the thing.
totally.
There you go.
Perfect time. This is the time of year that we all get really, really, really stressed. One of the things that I'm reading a book right now by Mel Robbins. She's an amazing author and an amazing motivational speaker, and she has gone through. She has anxiety. She has all these things, and she talks about something called the 5 second rule that will stop you in your path. And so when you're feeling stressed and you really realize that you need to just slow down, what she says is to count backwards from 5 to 1. 5, 4, 3,
Hmm.
2, 1, and then go. So no matter what it is, so you're like going fast 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 and you know you need to slow down, try it, count backwards, and then take a deep breath. What it is, it's a pattern interrupt. So wherever you
Ah,
were, it totally slows you down. If you haven't read Mel Robbins, go check her out. She's amazing, and she talks about the 5 second rule. Now, Rob, I'm going to throw out a funny for all of our viewers. So when you were younger, and we went to a party, and there was a humongous bowl of salad on the table, and the bowl tipped over onto the floor. So the salad was everywhere, and you were hysterical. You literally shouted out as it fell, 5 second rule, because apparently you can anything has a 5 second rule. You were literally telling people if you as long as it wasn't there for more than 5 seconds, it was okay to eat. Now, knowing how we are today, can you imagine even saying that or doing that? Not so much, right? Ew. But it was funny. Totally funny. So we're going to share something because we put together some cool Journals. So when you're living in the now and when you're slowing down, another good thing to do is take your journal out and write down something that you are grateful for, right?
Yeah.
So we have three different books. If you go over to, hold on, let me put this up here. If you go over to mindingyourhealth.com, it's free. It's a free, actually, it's not free. These are not free, right? These are not
No,
free.
these are from my store. These
These
are
are from your
the
store. Sorry, we're going to give you a freebie in just a second. These are not free, but they're also not very expensive as well. Go on over to altereduniverse.live/shop. You're going to see three different versions of the journal: Finding Your Passion, Love Yourself, and The Importance of Now. Specifically, go get that one, This Importance of Now. And there's some other really cool items on there as well. So
we
check.
just added a water bottle this morning, so you know.
Oh, check it out, guys. Check it out. Rob, any last minute thoughts we can share with our audience in terms of living in the now?
Well, it's funny we said that because we kind of like that was the other show, but apparently it's the same show. So we're doing our repeat. No, yeah, just enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, and take a time or take the time to enjoy the view. I know that's a really bad,
No, it's true.
right?
It's true. And the reason why we named this show Slow Down, because there was a song running through our head. And Rob, before we went live, he said, "Are you going to sing it?" Yes, of course I am. Of course I am. Slow down, don't move too fast. Gotta make the morning last. I'm embarrassing my son. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to stop. Totally going to stop. Go out, guys. We're really happy that you joined us today. Choosing us as your viewing today really makes us feel good because we know that you have a choice. So go out, give somebody an awesome day because we're going to see you next time on the next Minding Your Mental Health. See you later, everyone.